a $5 kitchen versus a $5 million kitchen. Welcome. Let's have a comparison between the two and see what's the difference and see what's the comfortability of having a $5 kitchen versus a $5 million kitchen. So let's go inside and have a look at what I'm telling you guys. So here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go. Welcome to my kitchen. Welcome to my kitchen. This is my kitchen. This is where I was raised. This is where I'm continuing to live. And right now, this is the kitchen I usually use. Okay, so we're gonna compare this kind of kitchen and the kitchen that might cost 500 million or actually $5 million. Okay, so let's have a look at it. Maybe I can say this kitchen approximately costs around $5. The utensils that are inside, the everything that actually like everything. So let's start with where I do usually use to cook. Wow, look at this place. This is how we do cook. This is where we do cook. This is the kitchen. Wow, here we go. Look inside the kitchen. It's having actually these are the firewood. These are the firewood, and inside there are some ashes. Look, those are some ashes inside there. Wow, and it's having some fire. I've actually I recently cooked like 3 minutes ago, not even 30 minutes ago. So this is where we do insert the firewood. Okay, this is the point. And on the other side, this is we can call it the air hole. Okay, this is the air hole. This is where the air enters the kitchen, and it's where we do usually use to dispose the ashes from the inside of this cooking. I don't know if I can call it a jiko or a gas or whatever, but whatever you'll call it. Okay, this is the cooking structure. Okay, so this is how we do cooking. You can see there's some smoke coming out because I recently cooked like 30 minutes ago. Okay, and this is the seat that I usually use here to cook. This one is the one that I usually do use to cook. So this I do sit here in the kitchen. Wow, look at the comfortability of this area. Wow, it's very good, by the way. And this how I usually sit and cook here. Maybe sometimes you can find that I'm cooking maybe some sadza. For those who know sadza, I'm cooking some sadza, some bananas, every kind of food. Okay, and let's have a look at what I cooked today. It's a traditional food. Okay, let's see at what I cooked today. So today I cooked this kind of food. Let me move so that you can see. Well, oh wow, it's having some so this is the kind of food I cooked today for my people. It's a traditional food. It's called banana. So this is it. Let me show you. This is banana, and this is how they look like. This is banana, and after just cooking it, you just remove it from the fire point and then put it there to just cool, and then you eat. So this is the structure that is made here in Africa. So it highly saves the fire. I can call it jiko for those people who know the jiko. Okay, but many of the Africans call it the jiko core. I can say the Kenyans, okay, call it the jiko core. And this is the point where actually it's good because if you can see, it acts like a store because this is my salt. I've stored it here. This is my matchbox. This is my cooking oil. These are some water. Okay, so it acts sometimes like a store. It is also used for cooking, and the benefit with it is that it has 2 cooking points. Okay, this is another one. It's only that it has taken more than It has taken more than 6 months without being repaired. So that's why it is looking somehow very awkward. If you can look at it, it's looking very awkward, by the way. It has broken down into very many pieces. And this is the banana that I cooked for you guys. So for those people who feel that they want to come one day to visit me, to have these traditional foods, how we used to cook the traditional foods, culture, okay? So I'm gonna cook you this, okay? This is me. I'm storing this for you. For those people who wanna visit me, I'm storing this for you. And if you wanna come, I'm gonna give you this kind of banana, and you're gonna taste it and tell me what is the difference between this banana and the one that the outer parts have been removed. The, how do you call it? The scars or the what? I don't know. But you will tell me what is the difference between these. Actually, in this kind of bananas, you don't need nutrients to add this kind of things like cooking oil, like potatoes, okay? So the constituent, those things, you don't need them to add in the cooking of this kind of bananas. You just put it and boil it traditionally, okay? You boil it traditionally, and then what you only add to this water, to these bananas, is water, only water. So it's the bananas that have changed the water to look into, I don't know if I can say pink or what, or you know, I'm a man. Knowing colors is for ladies. Understand me? Knowing colors is for ladies. So if I don't know a color, just understand me. I'm a man. But to me, I can say this I don't know, gray. I don't know, black. But you know, guys, okay? So this is the kitchen. And here is the sufuria that I used to recently cook. I used to cook at night. You can see. The inside it looks like brand new in the inside, but on the outside it's super black, super pure because of the fire. So this is the kind of this is the kind of sufurias we use here, the cooking pots. And this is another one. This one is another one, okay? So, and this is where we do store some little utensils. This is where we do put our utensils. It's only that they haven't been washed and replaced and placed in here. So that's why you are seeing that maybe they are less, and we are only, we are only like 3 people. So 3 people, we don't need a lot of utensils. Who will be there to wash? So we need just the little amount of utensils that we can manage to wash, we can manage to use, that can't overload us, okay? So this is how we do usually arrange our kitchen in our home. This is actually how my kitchen is being arranged in my home. And here, this is the cooking flour. This is the flour, okay? This is the flour. So this is the flour. I recently made sure that for those people who wanna come there and visit me, or for those people who wanna be motivated with this, wanna come maybe and visit me, and I have plenty of flour that I'm gonna cook you the biggest salsa you have ever eaten. So this is it. This is it. For those people who might think that maybe we are gonna go there and come back hungry. No, this is the flour that I'm gonna cook for you. So if you can see, the size of the kitchen is not so big. It's not so big that maybe you can have a problem with maybe arranging it, or maybe cleaning it, or maybe repairing it. It's only that maybe sometimes here, maybe we made some laziness, we just became somehow lazy. But this is something small that should be repaired. It's only that we have a lot of work. There is a lot of work in the shamba. We don't need to prune for the maize. We don't need to plant some of the crops up there. Sometimes we need to cut down this kind of fence. By the way, I asked you, this kind of fence, how do we call it? You never answered me. This kind of fence, this one that you use the greens to shape the compound. How do we call this kind of? this kind of fence. So this is actually the kitchen. So I wanted you guys to just tell me what is the difference between this kitchen and the 5 million kitchen, the one that you find it has a gas. Okay, if you have a gas and me I have this one, you know, this one I am using only firewood. Okay, so firewood, these ones, the firewood. Okay, you know, the firewoods are never bought. You just go to your shamba, maybe you cut down a tree, or you just go to other people's trees, and then you collect the firewood that has fallen down. Okay, nobody asks you the ones that have dried from the branches and then they fall down. Okay, so you just collect them, like this kind. These ones are used to trigger the fire. These are the ones that encourages the fire to lit. Okay, but there are these bigger ones. These ones you go and maybe cut your tree down. These ones, and this is the place where we do place the firewood. You know, these are upper side here where you see the trees. It is very hot because there is a combination of the smoke or the heat from the fire and the heat from the sun. If you see, these are the iron sheets. Okay, so the heat from the sun and the heat from the fire, they combine and make this upper area very hot. So if you put some firewood here for around 2 to 3, maybe 2 to 3 days, they start showing some changes. Okay, so that's why we do place the firewood here, so that they be dry every now and then. Okay, so they are dried all the day long. Okay, so these ones, this kind of firewood, we went and cut down our tree, these bigger ones. But these small ones, these ones, they were collected inside trees, inside other people's trees. You can just move along the tree lines and collect the firewood. You know, you just like this, you just collect. You just collect. One hand is just holding the firewood, and then the other one is just collect. So that's the kind of life we live here. So you have to go and find some firewood, but you don't buy. Okay, so we don't buy firewood here. What you can buy only is food and water. We don't buy, by the way. Water is freely available. We have a very big river and a very permanent well down in how do you call this place? Actually, I remember the name and I'll tell you. So we have a well and we have streams. Okay, streams for drinking water. Okay, we have streams. So this is the kind of life we live here. I think the only difference is that the this kind of kitchen that I am using and the $5 million kitchen is that my kitchen is super black. Super black. If you can look at it, just have a look at it. It's so, I don't know if even the people who do stay here are also super black. I don't know, because I don't know myself. I do just see myself at the mirror and lie to myself that I am the most I'm the most handsome man in the world, and I'm the brownest in the world. So I don't know if I'm super black. If you can look at this kitchen, is pure black. Okay, it's pure black. And this is the kind of soup, the cooking pots. They're pure black if you can see them at the outside, but the inside they are very clean. Okay, they are very clean. So after cooking, we just wash them using the steel wires. Okay, so the inside becomes super clean, but in the outside you can never wash it to become clean, because this kind of smoke produces soot on the cooking pot every now and then. So there's no way you can make it super clean on the outside. For those people who've cooked for maybe big institutions like schools, churches, they know about the cooking pots that they do use there. They are always black. So this kitchen is pure black and the walls are pure black. If you can see, the walls have been constructed using this kind of the mud. Okay, this is the mud, but it looks like white, somehow white. Okay, it is white, but this one kind of mud. So guys, I think the difference between these, I've said, one, it's black, okay? It's black. You don't need to buy a black color. You already have these ones. You already have, okay? You already have one. So these are 35 buckets of what do you call it? 35 buckets of what? Paint. Okay? These are 35 buckets of paint. You don't need to buy one. You already have automatically the type of paint. You know that your house is gonna turn black. Unless you do not repair the walls, okay? Unless you do not repair the walls. So that is one type. The other type, the other difference is, for you to start the fire, for you to lit the fire and then wait for it to start, to gain that potential to maybe, how can I say it? Maybe, okay, it takes a lot of time to lit the fire till a point that it starts to be stable, okay? Till the fire starts to be stable, it takes a lot of time. But gases and maybe electric cookers, they do start with a higher potential, okay? They do have a higher potential of starting. So maybe that is another difference. But according to losses, there is no loss. I do use firewood, freely available. For those who use, I can say, gases or electric cookers, you have to pay for electricity. You have to buy the gas, okay? But here I used everything that is naturally available, okay? Freely available, okay? The gifts of God. That's what I used to make this kind of what? A cooking strategy. I don't know the name. You wanna tell me? I told you I don't know the name. And then the firewood freely available. Okay, that's another difference. Okay, the third difference you guys wanna tell me? Maybe this one is we can say it's dirty because of the black color, but even the other ones, the $5 million kitchens, if you can't take good care of them, they're gonna turn into a very different thing. By the way, the $5 million kitchens, even a little amount of dirt can make it look very awkward. But this one, according to this one, it's not easily recognizable. Okay, it's not easily. You cannot easily know that this kind of kitchen is dirty, because if you can look at this, like this one, of course I cleaned it, but there are some little amount of dirty, so you can't realize that it has those dirty particles, okay? But the bigger ones, maybe sometimes with tiles, if you can even just pour a little amount of water, it looks very awkward. So that's another the disadvantage of those big kitchens. And then maybe, guys, you wanna tell me another one? Maybe my cans are dirty because of the mud. Maybe that's another one. Because my cans looks very dirty. And one day I'm thinking of also constructing a matrimonial home, a very big home, permanent home, maybe a flat, okay? Which I'll have that 5 million kitchen, and just compare the life of the kitchen and this one, okay? So if I find money in the coming days, I'm gonna do such a bigger construction, okay? So I'm finding someone maybe to support me, because by maybe finding me some job I can do, and then if I find some money, I'll make it. So guys, just show me, just DM me in my inbox and just tell me, Michael, there's some work here, you can do it, and just grant your wish, okay? So that's what I want to do. My number is on my bio. And another thing is that if you can see, there is no store, there is no place which we can put some things to be safer, okay? So the $5 million kitchens have some safe boxes where you put some of your salt, some of your cooking oil, some of your flour for the salsa, some of the tea leaves you can just put in there and then lock it and save, okay? But here it's just freely. Even the animals, if the animals can sometimes enter into this room, they can destroy anything they find inside this room, okay? They can just maybe, how can I say it? Okay, they can do everything they want because everything is just disposed anywhere, okay? And another thing, we have this kind of insecurity in this kind of kitchen. There's low security because if you can see the upper sides of my kitchen, these upper sides, they are open so that the smoke can flow out, okay? You know the reason of this opening is that for the smoke to flow out, okay? These ones, the upper endings, for the smoke to flow out and for free air to flow into the house. But you know, this is another disadvantage because allowing these openings makes it easy for animals to crawl into this house. You can even find that sometimes animals like lizards, they do just enter anyhowly. Animals like maybe snakes, you can even, some of the guys here in the village sometimes complain that I just entered my kitchen and found a snake, man. You know, that's a very big, that's a very very insecure thing. So having this kind of doing this kind of air ventilation is good, but sometimes it's very insecure because you can find very dangerous animals in the house. Even the cats can sometimes climb over there and then come inside and pick even the cooking oil, or pick even some of the fish that you've maybe cooked here, or pick any kind of food they find here. So that's another disadvantage, okay? They are less secure. Sometimes they might look dirty. They are always black, you know. So guys, this is how we do live life here. When you don't afford something big, you start from this kind. So for those guys out there maybe who are thinking that this is a bad thing, it's not a bad thing because that is where you are born. You should be proud of the place where you live, and sometimes you should even take a photo from your kitchen. Like right now I'm sitting on my kitchen, it's looking awkward, I'm looking awkward, and I'm just lying to my mind that I am the most handsome man in the world. I am coming from the richest place in the world, and life goes on. So be satisfied with whatever you have, be satisfied from wherever you come, and life moves on. So guys, for now, I wanna just thank you for watching my video and tell you maybe you wanna subscribe. For those who are new to my YouTube channel, subscribe to my YouTube channel so that we wanna share many of the things. We wanna share many of the things around here, and that is gonna become something very good, guys. So support me, guys, for those who wanna support me, and maybe we wanna change from this kind of life, and maybe life can change, okay? I do have a belief that life changes, okay? But life changes when I do work hard as I am trying. Like right now I'm gonna join university, I'm continuing with my study, but then I'm joining university, the Bomet University, this August, okay? And then after joining the university this August, I'm gonna pursue education arts. Actually, I wanna be, in the coming days, I wanna be a teacher for math, geography, okay? So that's the kind of thing I love, okay? So guys, subscribe to my YouTube channel. For those who subscribed earlier, thank you, and continue. Give a thumbs up, by the way. Like my videos. For those, when the video maybe makes you happy, you just feel happy, just like my video, okay guys? So for now, guys, bye bye.